dog in Swedish. Cheers! And now I see the microphone monitor is sounding here also. It looks like the lavalier mic was not working, IK Multimedia lavalier mic. So I have a pair of them, two of them that I do when I have interviews and hook them together, and so I could also listen to monitoring headphones, and now they are not working. One piece, so I have to get a new one. So I could start without directly. Please download the apps and subscribe to my channel here. Sign me up. It's Lyceum on apps, and you're welcome to give me thumbs up, high five, etc., and give me awards and coins that you use here on apps. And also you could donate on the bottom. Buy me a coffee, or as I prefer it, buy me a tea. This is Kohinoor, the brand name, you know, the diamond, Ceylon black tea from Sri Lanka. Cheers, great morning tea. And today I'm wearing the Betsy Ross flag on my tennis shirt, piqué shirt. It's a symbolic thing. We are talking about freedom of expression, about bias, fake news, etc. And I will include in the show notes and also do, as I said, a wrap up of this Thursday ventilating, and the Tuesday tech, and on Saturday party, tea drinking party gathering, and then I will do a blog post and also an episode on Ego Netcast, giving a wrap up here. And I include links to blog posts and articles that I refer to. So All Sides Now, check out allsides.com, and their blog there, they had a blog post about their new media bias chart trademark, version number 4. And there they categorize the different outlets, newspapers, magazines, also I think broadcasting channels, TV channels. So like, for example, on the far left, now it maybe looks right in the screen here, but far left, it's CNN and others. And on the far right, it's Breitbart and others. And in the middle, you have people like Newsweek. And they had The Economist that I subscribe to. I said that in a post on Instagram. For 12 issues of The Economist, I get the paper one that I could go through, and also access to all the material online. And they have also audio excerpts, I think, and transcribing articles, reading, so you could listen to it for about Swedish crowns 700 for 12 issues. So if you want to support real journalism and my analysis of articles, you could donate, send me to paypal.me/my last name Lindeskog, or contact me in one way or another. So The Economist, they have put on the left-leaning side, and I wonder if that's true, or if it should be more in the middle or the center. Some of them are the economical thing, or more maybe to the right, free market, so to speak. The thing is, with the right and left, you should be for individual rights, for freedom, and for a free market. Then you're a radical individual for capitalism. And then on the other side, you have not for expression, freedom of expression, censorship, regulations, and so on. And that's the authoritarian, and it could be leaning to the dictatorship. And then you, of course, have the mixed economy that you have in Sweden, United States, and pretty much all over the world. So anyway, is the economist left-leaning? I will do an analysis of an article here, The Fully Off Buy American. And I said it could be, I'm an American in spirit, but it could be not so wise to buy American because it's American. You should buy it because it's good quality, good price, and good delivery times, and support of free trade. Dr. Harry Binswanger wrote an article, I think it was titled "Buy American is Un-American." So we should be for global trade and free exchange of goods and services, and no borders, no barriers, no tariffs, no walls, etc. I have a question. Do you know about the post-millennial in Canada? Cheers. They were right-leaning according to this chart or matrix. And I checked that site around and also read Wikipedia, and they were said, wonder about the, how to say, people behind and the ownership and so on. But there they had some indie, you could call it journalist or undercover, talking about the protests that have been rallying, and also the mob going around with anti-AFTA and others, and he had done some undercover documentaries about this and videos that could be interesting to check out, because this is what you see now, like storming the Capitolium in Washington, the thugs and others, and you also have counter protests that want to destroy it also in a different way, but they are in the same souls in a way. So we have to stand up for this, so it will not become an anarchy or these corridors of what you're allowed to say and not to say. You have to take responsibility what you're saying. That's for sure. So is center to be placed in the center according to all sides? I have a comment on that. That is good. That doesn't have to be perfect or good. It's only that they are not leaning left or right, because it's very easy to be middle of a road, like a philosophical concept, and that's not good. You should take a stand, and you, as I'm contrarian against old media or mainstream media, and I'm for new media like this, apps, Twitter, etc. And an interesting outlet is Axios, AXIOS, and they were placed in the center of this chart. And I subscribe to their newsletter, and they have a different angle now and then. There, for example, I picked up that Twitter had bought the newsletter tool that I'm using, Review. So I will talk about that in the near future in the tech field. And I see more and more journalists and citizen journalists and independent writers and content creators starting newsletters, because that's one of the things that you could control your own newsletter and send out via email. So another tool that you could check out in order to check your bubbles and your thinking, because it's very common that you have these filter bubbles depending on what you have, for example, said on Facebook and others, and then you will get getting fed this kind of same material. And that's a site called Ground News, and they have an application called Ground News, and the pro version there you could get lots of information and outlets and so on. So I will check that out, and again, it's an investment and a cost, but I think that could be a good thing to get to checking your bubble and seeing from both sides there, so to speak. And I got learned about this service from Lisa Sicard of Inspire to Thrive. So I will inspiredtothrive.com/ground-news-pro to check out that review of this tool, and I will test this out in the near future. So we'll see you. How much have gone on? Could I see that? Yeah, it's around 10 minutes, and that's the HAP challenge. You have to do a recording for 10 minutes in order to be in this challenge, and you have to get a couple of hundreds views, I think, for every recording or every broadcast. So that's a challenge to really to reach that. But I'm on this for the long run. Again, with technology I have to work, and I have to do investment in the future. Now one of my microphone is kaput or not working anymore, so you're welcome to support me from getting new equipment. And in the future I want to have I have a Samsung Meteor that's more like a retro style, and I like that, but I can't find the cable to plug in the USB here for my old computer, MacBook Pro, and now the fan is sounding from 2011. So it will be nice in the future to get a new Apple MacBook Pro with their own processor, M1. That should be very good and developed. And also when it's not any fan, somehow they have managed to put together a computer without a fan system, so it doesn't have to cool down, because right now I'm hearing it sounding, and hopefully you're not hearing that to the recording. And I see the mic monitor is working. I hope the sound is good, the level is good. I set now for the higher sound quality, but that could be also that in some areas when the bandwidth could be then a challenge. So I'm testing it around, and in the future I want to test out these countdown things so I could have a jingle and announce it well ahead. But as I said, on Tuesday in the afternoon, so at 3 o'clock Central European time, Three Things Tech, and then on Thursday around 9 a.m. Central European time, and then on Saturday 9 p.m. Central European time. Then we will have a tea drinking party and have a great weekend. So with that I say cheerio, and talk to you soon again.